And welcome back, everyone. Hopefully you have gotten some much needed snacks. I guess they're much needed. I guess for me, snacks are always much needed. Gotten some snacks and stretched your appendages, and we'll jump right back into our 70th episode of Casters and Cantrips. Where we left off is where the group was trying to dig through some rubble of the what appears to be the dwarven city here of Golmuldur. Which they have so far not seen anyone here. So, you y'all can begin digging some more here as you're trying to make your way through the rubble. And as I mentioned, it would take several hours to do so. It's well into the night now. What sort of light are you going to be using to continue to work?
Like a little campfire.
Oh, fire's probably better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Warmth.
Okay. It was like, who has the light spell?
I do. I have one, but we'll do both. We'll do both, actually. We'll do the fire, and then we'll do a light spell to get a little extra light as well.
What are you casting light upon? Is it someone or
a
something?
rock. A rubble.
A rubble? Okay.
A rubble.
You
Or
cast-
would someone like it on something they can wear on their head so it functions like a headlamp? No?
I mean, I can see. It's fine, but
I'll do it on my diadem, so I've got like a little headlamp.
Sure. What color is your light?
A nice sunny, a warm color like the fire.
Sure.
Does that mean there's a battle map?
What?
Uh-oh.
What?
No.
Uh-oh.
Of course not. Battle map. No.
Must be cave troll.
Who would do that?
There's all sorts of scary things in caves. Zombies, skeletons, ghouls, ghosts, all sorts of undead things. Very creepy.
you're just
Love
listing
to
off
live
the
in.
things I hate.
I am definitely just listing off the things you hate. I'm just messing with you, Valkan.
Yeah.
Okay, how
So
about bears
Cold
or
cat.
dire wolves or
There aren't dire wolves inside a cave, are there? Well, I guess they have to
Then,
sleep somewhere.
yeah, they sleep
Yeah, I guess
again,
that's
yeah.
true. I guess that's true. I feel like we'd see signs if it was dire wolves. You know what I mean?
okay. So
That,
you've
I'm
got
gonna feel
your-
anxious, and I want to do an investigation check to look to see if there's any tracks.
Any tracks? Well,
Dire wolf
Um,
tracks.
before this happens, you just happen to hear what it sounds like. I don't know if it's someone like gasping for air or choking or something along those lines.
Damn it, Bryn, you joking now, the joke is real.
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
Let's see here.
Gasping
So
for
you
air.
hear it sounds like
That sounds like a no sound for me.
Ron is gonna divine sense.
Maybe we shouldn't go in there.
all right.
Too late.
Remind me of divine sense again. What does it sense?
60 feet for fiends, demons, celestials, and undead.
Demons, fiends, celestials, and undead. When you use your divine sense, it is immediately apparent that you are not alone here. And with this light of the fire and lights from Bryn on her diadem, you see a figure emerging out of the rubble, and it looks like that they are clad in just like rags. And you see almost like a withered, desiccated hand reach out towards you. And as you look closer, as you're digging right through this rubble and you see it reaching for you, what you see is not a person. It is a desiccated husk of a humanoid with a mouth that is elongated 3 to 4 times what's normal for a humanoid's mouth to be, and it is gaping open, and you can hear that this sound of coming from it. I would like for all of you to roll initiative,
Behind me, Valken.
and we will be
I'm like-
having
10 yards behind you already. That is not gonna.
it is dark outside, but you have
would
light
like
sources.
to. That's such a sight that I am gonna roll twice for initiative, and I'm gonna take the lowest number.
Very well.
Amazing. Can you have an inspiration for that?
Yes.
Okay.
Valken, what is your initiative?
7.
7. Ron.
Also 7.
Bryn.
15.
Okay. Up first, you hear another similar sound coming from this direction. It moves towards.
I need to refresh the.
You might need to. It moves towards Bryn.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it either if there's a battle map.
Oh, hold on. Everyone else but you can see it. I'm sorry. Everyone but the players can see it. The most
There we go.
important to see.
That's fine.
Success.
So it is nighttime currently.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I just want to make sure because it was pretty bright.
It's because you have dark vision
And there's light too.
and there's
Okay.
light sources here. So this creature is going to reach out and try and use its withering gaze upon you, Bryn, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, Constitution.
+3.
Good at those. +3. Okay.
Yeah, +3.
16.
Okay, you will take 8 necrotic damage
8. Jeez.
as this creature reaches out, and then you turn to look at its hideous, grotesque form as it's just sucking air from the surroundings, making this horrible noise as its eyes, or what should be eyes, these gaping black holes, lock onto you. Alrighty. And
Okay.
Bryn, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Are you going to continue to look at this creature, or will you be averting your eyes?
Like I got the feeling that looking at it was what did that damage to me.
Absolutely.
But yes, I will avert my eyes.
For those of you keeping score, if you are averting your eyes, meaning you cannot see the creature, so if you are attacking it, you will be attacking at disadvantage.
And I'm gonna yell, "Don't look at it! Its eyes will suck out your soul!" And then,
What about Ken?
is it my turn? I'm going to
It's your turn.
Just attack it.
Okay, with disadvantage.
This is the cloaked looking one that does this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm
You
gonna
saw one come from this
go-
direction, but there's another.
But I'm going to go big brain energy. And
Gotcha.
is it an attack? Attack's not an ability check. Okay. But that was a con saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Then actually, I am going to look at it. I'm going to invoke my frost rune, which is carved in one of the runes on my belt. And that's going to give me advantage on con saving throws for the next 10 minutes. I'm also going to gain a +2 bonus to all ability checks. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do, that is a bonus action. So I can't do another bonus action. So I will just attack it, but I'm not averting my eyes. And I will attack it with my javelin.
So if you are not averting your eyes, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Even though I already made one.
That was on its turn. This is not your turn.
Just checking. So that's going to be 14. Do I get Ron's bonus as well?
+3. Yep. As long as you're 10 feet.
19, actually. It'll be 19.
Gotcha. 19. Okay. You will take
Damn.
20 psychic damage.
What? For passing? Did I not pass?
You passed. You were very lucky that you passed.
What the okay, I was just kidding when I said avert your eyes. I meant really avert your eyes. Like, just close them forever. You do not need them. And then I'm going to stab it with the javelin.
Avert them as in run away, maybe?
And then I'm gonna do, what the fuck? I'm gonna do, that's 14 to hit.
14 misses.
Okay. Do my second attack.
Wish we went to Ephrion.
Actually, I'm gonna attempt to shove it. Can I attempt to shove it out? No, I have to hit first, don't I? So I'm gonna do my second attack, and I'm gonna hope I hit it. 15?
A 15 hits. That's what you need.
Oh, thank God. Okay. I'm going to do... That's not a D6. I'm going to do 3 hull damage, but it does get a wound.
And your wounds do necrotic damage?
Yeah.
It appears
So
it does
probably
not
nothing.
even phase it
Fuck.
with the wound.
It is immune to my javelin. And then can I avert my eyes at the end of my turn, or would that have been like a free item interaction with my eyeballs? I don't know, but if it's possible, I'd like to avert my eyes.
You can avert your eyes at the end.
I just turn away from it. Oh, there's 2 of them.
Yes, there are 2.
I don't turn away from it, then I just close my eyes.
All right. Ring closes
hate
your
this.
eyes. Crawling out of the rubble here is almost like mummified remains, but they weren't mummified because of like some embalming process. They're mummified because they were frozen and were left somewhere here. So this creature is going to go after Valken. And Valken, it has not been your turn yet. So I would like for you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy. A great 7
A 7 total?
on a con save.
Con?
+3 from me.
Oh, +3 from Ben 10.
Pretty sure this is
Gotcha.
where we die, you guys.
So you had a 10 total?
Uh-huh.
Take 15 psychic damage. Bryn, please add those 19 back to your HP. I misread something. So you
Add
take
19
13
back?
Yeah,
It was 15 for me?
13 for you.
13.
Or 15, you're right. It was 15. Yeah, I misread something for you, Bryn. I was looking over more closely, so.
Do you remember what I took first? Because I tried to fix that and it fucked it up.
So all you need to do is add 19 hit points back to you, Bryn.
I know, but I messed it up already. Do you remember what they did when they first showed up? It was like 8 or 7 or something.
I have no
20.
idea.
You took 20 necrotic damage.
No, I mean before that.
Oh,
think that was it, wasn't it?
Oh. Okay. I don't know. Sure.
All right, so Valken,
Ooh.
that's what happens. Let's see.
Could I tell? Did it come from the thing that's attacking now? This
Yes. No,
damage?
it's from these.
Okay.
And this creature that's actually coming up to attack you now, it is going to attack you with its fist, and it is going to miss. And then I need you to make a wisdom saving throw with its other.
I've been rolling really low tonight. Let's see if this is better. And I still have Ron's thing works for this too.
Yes. Any save you make while you're 10 feet next to me.
So that's 17.
Yeah, and you succeed. And I'm going to indicate something on you that you did succeed, just so I know. All right, Valken, it is your turn. Are you going to be averting your eyes from these creatures or no? From these two?
Yeah, I think Falcon heard the warning from Bryn and is like looking down at his feet, if that's good enough.
Yeah.
But he also feels the presence of the guy next to him. So I'm gonna do this thing. That I just got for my new level. So
Yeah, because you all are level 11 now. I failed to mention that at the end of last episode, but you're level 11.
right. So I'm at a disadvantage right now on attack rolls, right? Because
Yes.
I'm okay. Well, I'm gonna use my drunkard's luck and use 2 key points to make it so I'm not at a disadvantage on this attack roll.
Very
It's just
well.
a straight roll. And I want to do it at the shambling mummy guy.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, yeah. No, I missed that one.
What'd you roll?
A 1.
Natural 1, okay, yeah.
Using a different D20 now.
That one's retired.
Yeah. Normally that's my good one. Okay. Man, that's only good for 1 roll, I think, too. Crap.
Yeah, it is.
That's not an efficient use of key point. Guess I'll take another attack at disadvantage.
Go for it.
It's gonna be another miss.
What'd you roll?
It's 9 plus 3, so 12.
That hits.
Huh?
12 hits.
Okay.
Oh wait, unless you're rolling natural 1, let me know. That's why I kept asking. So an 11 is what you need to hit the mummy.
That's fine with me.
All right.
Damage on that is 12.
12 damage. As you are averting your eyes from the creatures and you swirl around and hit it with your sword, knocking off some of its chunks of flesh from this sort of desiccated, frozen humanoid.
Yeah. I gotta look at something real fast.
Mm-hmm.
I'd assume it's an action. Yeah, okay. Never mind. I would have to. Well, maybe not. Is it an action to do the yield absorb my sword energy into me.
Bonus action.
That's a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was looking for on the thing. Yeah. Okay. Oh, never mind. Okay. Yeah. So for my bonus action, I will do that. Just what you've seen Valken do a couple times before. Hold the sword out. It's wreathed in almost like a shadow. It looks like he stabs himself. The shadow disperses around him. He pulls out the sword again, and eyes briefly flash red. And I have the old sword friend is now giving me strength.
You are under the effects of haste and all of the things that are associated with that. Alrighty. Ron, are you going to be averting your
believe he
eyes?
is. Goddamn right. I'm assuming I gotta make a con roll.
Yes. So you will make a con roll.
All right, that is a 18.
All right, you are good for now.
All right. Ron's gonna run up to this guy up north.
Mm-hmm.
Full swigging.
And Ron's gonna suck on this as he swings his mace in the face.
You averting your eyes?
Nope.
Or, gotcha.
20 to hit.
A 20 hits.
Ron is gonna level 2 smite.
They are undead.
Ooh, extra dammies. All right. It's just one extra D8 because undead, not based on spell level.
I believe that's correct. Let's see though.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yep,
That's right.
1d8 if they're undead or a fiend.
Okay. Oh, at least we got some thick numbers. 10, 16, 27. 37 damage.
How much?
37 holy divine damage.
Ooh wee. Okay, it is still up, but it is. You slam your mace into this thing, and just you hear what's left of bones crunching, and it sort of caves in on its side as it looks to you, and you hear this sort of awful sound. Still up, but very, very hurt.
Second attack. So that's 20 again.
Mm-hmm. That hits.
Because of improved smite, my normal attacks give me a D8 of radiant damage.
Perfect.
That's fantastic.
And that's 16 damage.
16 damage. It is barely hanging on
Oh my god.
to life.
Okay. That is all then.
Okay. Up next is this Bodak, and you're not averting your eyes, you had mentioned.
Correct.
Okay. It is going to spend its bonus action, activating an aura of some sorts.
Can I religion that?
Sure.
A 9.
Doesn't look good.
Cool.
It does not look good.
Oh, that's a big aura. Holy moly.
And it is going to just try and attack you. It reaches out and just tries
Wait,
to slash
is that a
at you.
spell?
No, it
Shit.
is not. 18, 23 to hit.
Oh yeah.
You take 3 bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
and you also take 10 necrotic damage.
Okay.
That is its turn. Up next, you see another one of these creatures that's shambling over, this mummified from the cold. But it dashes to get over to you, Bryn. And this one will be doing the same over to Valken. And then in the distance, of which I believe Valken you can see, but the others can only hear.
There's more.
You hear footsteps clattering, people yelling, speaking in a language I'm not for sure if any of you understand or not, but I will check. Do any of you speak Orcish?
Nope.
Orc? Yeah.
You speak Orc. All right, so Valken, you look and you see a group of 4 orcs coming through the pass that you went through to get here to this main gate, wearing like some leather, some hide armor, and there is one orc that is wearing robes with arm wraps, is bald headed with a sort of a chin strap beard, and you hear orders being barked, and then Bryn, you hear sort of the chatter is like, what's that noise? I don't know, we should check it out. All right, we'll move in. And then as they run forward and they stop and see what's going on, and you see the one that's sort of in the lead with the robe, so keep your distance, don't get any closer. And they will all be joining next in initiative. All right. Next up is the Bodak. I believe the 2 of you are averting your eyes, and Ron, you are not, correct?
Correct.
Gotcha. Alrighty, Ron, make a Constitution saving throw for me.
You got it. 19.
19. Got it. Okay. You are good. It's going to use its bonus action to create an aura.
All right.
That hasn't really affected you all just yet. And Bryn is going to... Actually, no, I did that wrong. So it spent his action against Ron because I did that incorrectly. So Ron, you did succeed, but you'll be taking some damage.
Oh.
Is it attacking him? Because I'd like to impose disadvantage.
It was a con saving throw for this attack.
Okay, never mind then.
So you take 12 necrotic damage.
All right.
They have an attack that's similar to their ability that happens on your turn. So I messed up in my mind, but they spent their action doing that attack to you, Ron.
Okay.
Instead of double dipping there, which wouldn't be fair. Up next, this orc is gonna move forward, keeping their distance as their sort of person in charge here had told them, and they're going to use a bonus action, which they move 15. Move 15 more.
Minute. I recognize
they use their bonus
that orc.
action to move even closer here. And they are going to, should be here. They're gonna let loose a javelin at this mummy here that's attacking you, Valken, and they roll a natural 1. So good job, bud. You ran all that way. Bryn, you are averting your eyes, is that correct?
Yes, I'm averting my eyes.
Very well. What would you like to do?
There's one, the one at the top's like only got a couple health left, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think I need to just attack
Looks
it.
hurt.
I'm gonna.
But let's see, you will take 5 necrotic damage. Actually, no, not yet.
Me?
So they have
Okay.
a lot of stuff I'm trying to figure out in my brain here, but
Yeah.
go ahead.
Can I use Dispel Magic on that?
It is
On
not a
the-
magical effect.
Okay. Do I have to try to find out, or you're just like, no, it's okay?
I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
It did not.
Thank you.
You're a wizard. You did not see any sort of magic being casted.
Gotcha. I'm gonna cast.
Would
Sorry, I'm
you?
trying to figure out the range on this. 10-foot radius sphere. Could I get both of those badonks?
Which ones?
Badonkadonks? Can I get both of them in it? If it's a 10 radius?
Who's them?
These guys.
No. They're spaced apart just enough to where you can't get them in that sphere without hitting yourself anyway.
No. I can hit myself. That's fine.
Okay, yeah, then you
If I
certainly
can get this guy too.
Yeah, you can get all. You can get those two and you.
No, actually, I want to get this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one.
So you want to hit as many people as possible.
Yes, I want to hit as many people as possible. I'm going to cast Wither and Bloom with my special
10-foot
freebie slot.
radius. You can get you, this one, this one. Yeah, it depends on if you want to prioritize.
It doesn't need to get me. It doesn't need to get me. Move it one to the left. It's a 60-foot casting range. Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. So
So
that'll
you
hit.
will miss the top one if you do it this way.
I will,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a 10-foot radius.
It's just depending on where you're.
It's only showing a 15-foot. You see what I'm saying?
Radius versus diameter. So this circle should be 10 feet from the middle out, right?
Hmm.
So
And you're saying if it was in the square, it wouldn't count?
correct, because it's not a full square.
Okay. Then that's fine. If I can get these two guys, that's all I care about. Like these two guys in Ron would be good.
Sure. I think, yeah, you could do that. So we'll say we're getting weird here. I don't care enough about these radius, so
Sorry, it's really confused. The radius is always hard. Anyways, Wither and Bloom. I'm gonna cast this using a 3rd level spell slot. Actually, instead of my no, I'm gonna use the elemental boon, so I don't know if I can cast it at a higher level. Can I? I think I learned all these actually, so I think I can cast it.
So
I
what do
won't
they need
use
to do
the
that you're casting it
elemental
on,
boon.
and who's getting what, so we can move this along?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just really complicated. The elemental boon does not like D&D Beyond. So I'm going to cast it at 3rd level, and I'm going to get everybody in it. So they're going to take 1d6 plus 3d6 necrotic. Oh, they don't take necrotic damage. God damn. All this for nothing. Fuck. My bad.
So
Really
the
sorry.
creatures that are in this Wither and Bloom seem to shrug off any damage that you would be doing to them
Yeah.
that's necrotic. But your allies
It's okay.
can...
I'll heal one of my allies for. Thought I was being smart. Valkan will get to roll one of its unspent hit dice
All right.
plus 4 healing.
Gotcha. Up next, this mummy is going to strike out at you, Valken. 15, does that miss you? It does.
Yeah. It does.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
That's 3.
It was a hit dice plus what? Sorry, on the heal. Hit dice plus.
Your con modifier. So your whatever you roll for hit points, D8.
Right. I don't remember what she said. Just hit dice and something else.
They're talking to you, Bryn. What your Wither and Bloom does for Valken. He missed it.
He just gets to re-roll a hit die, and then you heal that +4.
+4. Okay, thank you.
There you go.
Okay. And I need a wisdom save.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right. Wisdom save. 15. I'm still by Ron.
Uh-huh. You get +3.
15. Yeah, you are. Gotcha. Okay. Yep. You were good. That is the mummy's turn. Up next is going to be this orc wearing the robes here. They're going to move over to the side as well. Move one back here. And then you sort of see them throw their arms out of their robe, and they're holding sort of a deck of like a card or something in their hand, and they throw at this zombie or this mummy here at you. And you can see that it is thrown, and as it hits this zombie, sort of radiates some sort of energy coming out of it. And the first one is a hit. And they are going to roll. They do 13 radiant damage against it. They will do a second attack. And they will miss the second attack. You know enough about monks, Valken, that this orc is definitely some sort of monk.
The card throwing guy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And this orc is going to move, throwing a javelin at the same one that the other is attacking, and is going to hit. It does 4 piercing damage. Valken, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm still looking at my feet. So.
All right, good job.
I don't even know if I even technically be aware that these orcs are helping me because I'm looking at the ground.
You heard things flying through the air and things happening, and they didn't hit you. So.
Right. So there's somebody's here, and I haven't been hit by whatever they're doing yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that there's 2 scary mummies next to me. I can see their feet.
Uh-huh. You can definitely see their feetsies.
Yeah. Falcon stomps on their feet real hard. No. I think. Could I? Shoot. How do I want to play this?
You tell me.
I'm going to bonus action step of the wind.
Uh-huh.
So I can disengage from these 2 dudes. And I would like to Okay, the guy in the cloak that's in front of Ron, is he up under that archway or is he out in front? Is that like an archway there that he's standing?
It's an archway, but they're far enough out to reach out and grab Ron.
Here's what I would like to do. While making sure I'm not looking at this thing's face, I would like to do monk stuff and go up this
Monk stuff.
up this like archway here and stand on a ledge up there.
Yeah.
I don't know how high we can say that is.
It's like 10 to 15 feet high.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go like right here and we'll say like I'm up there. From this angle, if I look at the cloak guy, is it just its presence that is doing damage, or do I have to see its actual face?
For this, it's if you can see their eyes.
So I'm assuming up here I'm looking down at them, so I can't see their eyes, right? They're like looking at Ron. Okay.
This one's a different story.
I went over there, but I'm not looking at that one.
It's okay.
I'm looking down at the one right below me. I'm gonna then jump off and try to land on top of this thing and bring my sword down through its body and try to finish it off. Okay. We'll say I leaped down, and as I'm falling on top of him, I attack.
Go for it.
Okay. It's a natural 20.
Amazing.
So basically, you see Falcon scurry up the archway and then like do a front flip and basically land with its sword jamming down into this thing's head. Damage on that is like 8.
As you stab down into this creature and go through the cloak and through this like husk like carapace and just drive your sword into it, you hear that sort of haunting sound, the stop. It just crumples beneath you, killing this one.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I did use Step of the Wind, so I have like infinite movement basically right now. Okay.
So make
I
a con saving throw.
Con
this
save.
one.
Con save.
You still get plus
Can
3.
I? Okay. That's a lot. 21 total.
Okay.
Oh, yes, 21 total.
Good.
Do I take damage or something?
No, you're good.
Okay. And then I think for my second action, I'm gonna slide back over here to the zombie boy and start attacking it.
So you step of the wind, disengage, run up the wall, and then dive over, do a front flip, stab that one down, pull your sword out, and then waltz back over to the mummy that you left sitting there wondering what the hell's going on.
Yep.
Perfect,
So
like
like,
shit.
whoop.
Let's go.
All right. So did it not move my guy? Here, I'll slide him down here. Right back to where I was, basically.
Gotcha.
And I'll or not. There we go. And I'll attack the one that's not below me, but next to me.
Go for it.
13.
It hits.
Oh yeah. Damage. 10.
10 damage. Still standing, but looks quite upset.
And technically, I'm hasted.
Yes, I mean, not technically you are. That's your sword giving you that power, so you have another attack.
So I'm gonna attack that guy again. 9 plus 9 damage. is 15 on that hit.
15. Barely hanging on. This mummified frozen corpse is just barely shambling along at this point.
Okay, that's I think I'll be satisfied with that turn.
All right. Ron, are you averting your eyes?
Nope.
You take 5 necrotic damage, Falcon, and if I didn't tell you that earlier for Bryn, you also take 5 for being in the aura. And Ron, make a con saving throw for me.
All right. 20.
20. All right, you're good.
All right. I'm just gonna rip off that jaw. Go to Smacktown. All right. It's 21.
That hits.
Ron's gonna level 2 smite. 16. 2. 29 damage.
29 damage. Quite the blow on this creature.
Indeed, you hit so hard.
If it had blood, it would be bloodied at this point.
All right, Ron's gonna swing again. 18 hit.
An 18 does hit.
All right, Ron's gonna smite again. tired of this aura stuff. All right. 4. 27 damage again.
Tell me how you destroy this undead creature.
After the first hit of smiting it down from the top up, Ron's gonna swing back around and kind of reverse swing it under its jaw, forcing its jaw to go through its skull.
Perfect. And it takes the blow and falls backwards and then turns into just a heap of husk and cloth.
And Ron turns to Valken. Ron's got you.
Let's do it, buddy.
Anything else?
That's it. Ron's gonna stay within both Bryn and Valken so they could get Aura 11.
All right. This orc is not going to follow orders, and they're going to charge straight ahead. And they have a javelin in their hand. You see them drop it and then pull a great axe, and then you just hear, "Rah!" And they move forward. And they move forward at alarming speed, and in an instant, Bryn, they are next to you. And they're going to attack this creature. And they're going to hit. And they do 12 slashing damage. That will be their turn. It is going to direct its attention back to this orc, this mummy, and they are going to miss, and then they are going to make them do a saving throw. And they're going to fail. So as they charge forward, they are now frightened of said mummy. This one, over to you, Ron, is going to try and say hello, but I don't think an 18 is going to hit you. Make a wisdom saving throw for me.
All right. Is it fear related?
Yeah, if you, if you're okay. So still make the roll for me.
Okay. That would be 27.
Okay, you're fine. There's something in this, if you fail extra bad, you're more than afraid.
Okay.
So, all right. Up next, this orc is going to take in cue because one of them rushed in, so they're going to rush in and attack this zombie. Or not zombie, I keep saying zombie, they're mummy-like things. And they're going to do 11 damage, and they're going to destroy this one that was been pestering you, Valken. They use their movement to kind of Rest of it to Sully up next to you. Bryn.
I'll just greet that orc that ran next to me. Hello, in Orcish. Fancy meeting like this, friend. And then I will, after greeting him, turn around and smash this skeleton next to me. I'm going to just do a regular attack with my javelin. Or, well, it doesn't do all necrotic damage, so I'm going to use it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably going to miss 8.
An 8 does miss. You need an 11 for the mummies.
And then I will... Do I have to hit to do my shove?
You tell me. What's the feat say?
I'm trying to find it.
It's as long as you take the attack action on your turn.
Okay, attack action. So I'm going to try and shove that thing.
All right.
10 feet? No, I'll try to shove it prone.
All right. What's your roll?
7. Doing very good.
It got a 6.
Oh,
Ooh, nice. I'll
So
take
it's
it.
prone.
Yeah. And then I'm going to use my second attack to attack it again.
Go for it.
And that's lovely. Oh, it's with advantage because it's prone. Thank God.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank God. Okay, that's a 19.
That definitely hits.
I got a 1 and a 19. And then that's going to take 4 damage.
4 damage. Got it. Anything else?
That's my turn. Actually, no. I'm going to action surge.
Go for it.
And I'm going to stab it again.
Okay.
17 plus to hit.
Yep.
gonna
In
take-
11.
Yeah, it's going to take 4 more damage.
Gotcha.
And then my second attack.
Yeah, your second attack.
And that's going to be 20 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Dirty 20. That'll
like-
do 6 damage.
Action surge, that's fighter stuff.
Yes. Indeed.
Started out as a fighter.
Yeah, so as you stab into this mummy and you shove it prone and then you just keep stabbing over and over and over. Up next, this orc stays at distance, but grabs more cards. And as you can kind of get a closer look here, Valken, as they're being tossed at this mummy, they're sharp-edged, sort of almost bladed. And the first attack is 7. The next attack is going to miss. You're going to spend a key point. And hit 2 more times. Do 19 more damage. As these sort of bladed cards strike into the zombie, leaving sort of radiant energy in their wounds. What they just did looked a lot like what you sort of channel in with your ki to do a flurry of blows, but they did it at a distance. Not something that you know how to do. Maybe something specific to their school of where they're from. Up next, this orc will rush in and is going to hit. They're gonna do 14 damage. Looking pretty hurt, both of them are. Valken, it is your turn.
Okay. Well, I will go ahead and attack the guy that's being attacked. So that's 7 plus 9. Damage is 15.
How do you destroy this mummy?
After seeing the other guys kind of beat it up pretty good, I just take a quick, precise slash and just chop its head off.
Gotcha. Give it one last final cut as its head begins to roll.
And I think see Bryn, that orc, kind of got things handled over there.
That's all that's left.
Hawkins he's gonna move and kind of put his back to the wall over here and just we'll say just sword at the ready, and just kind of observe the rest of this encounter.
Okay. Very well. Ron.
All right. Clean house.
I was gonna smack this mummy on the floor. All right, mega hits.
Mega hits.
Yeah, I rolled 19. What is this? 8, 12, 17 damage.
17 damage. Quite a hit on it. Not quite enough to take it out.
All right, then Ron's gonna rear back and swing again. With a 16 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Ron's going to level 1 smite for good measure. 7, 13, 21, 24 damage.
How do you destroy the last remaining mummy?
Ron perfectly aligns the mace with where its whole entire face is and just concaves it in.
Yeah, and doing so, leaving nothing left on the field except your group and 4 orcs.
Hello, greetings, I will say in Orcish.
And you see the one with robes look at you and say, "Oh, what is that?" And points behind you.
No.
I look behind me.
You all
Is it a trick?
see behind them what appears to be a creature that has glowing yellow eyes, snakes for hair, begin to approach you.
From whence direction?
From the direction that he pointed.
In the cavern?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And he yells, "Get down! Get down!"
Ron gets down?
My back is towards that direction, so I duck.
Yeah, Bryn.
Can I try to leap out of the way?
Yeah, you leap out to the side,
Yeah.
and then you sort of wait for the impending battle. And you wait, and you wait, and you wait, and then the orc approaches you all that's wearing the robes and goes, I got you. Oh, I got you. And you see him pick up a card that he had thrown on the ground as he pointed you in your direction to look the other way. And he sort of, he takes the cards and shuffles them into his hand and then puts them into a pouch on his side.
I'm just gonna in Orcish be like, "You son of a bitch."
And he's
You had us good.
What just happened?
Boy,
It was,
what's
how
up with
you
these
say,
guys?
is practical joke.
huh?
It was a joke.
That was a joke.
Yeah, there's nothing
was-
behind us.
It was a joke. The name's
Is he still speaking
Durgash, and he
Orcish?
holds out his hand.
Orcish or common?
He says it in common to you all.
Okay, cool.
Ron
Greetings, friend.
perkily shakes.
This one is Ron.
Ron,
I am Bryn.
Bryn,
Falcon.
Valken, Durgash Rook Zal Mavni, and points to the rest of the orcs that are with him.
Durgash Zug Al Mavni?
I
Hello.
will
I'm not
copy
going to
and
remember
paste.
that.
That's fine, I'll just
hello.
call you Pointy Ears or L for.
Pointy ears, it's pretty good.
I mean,
because
your
it's
ears
true.
are slightly pointed too, my friend.
Let's not get into semantics or anything. What the hell are you doing out here?
Oh, gosh, we were lucky you happened by. We were looking for a place to take some shelter during the evening, and so we knew there was a city up here, but we clearly are many years too late. We thought we'd rest just inside the entrance.
Well, you're about, I would guess, 2 to 3 years too late.
Oh,
We came
that
down
sounds
here
about
to
right.
see if anything was left, but we used to trade with these group of dwarves, but when I escorted one of the caravans down to our normal meeting spot, they never showed up. And then for every month afterward, they never showed up, so for a while we thought we'd leave them to their business. And then, well, we finally came back to see what was left and see if we could salvage anything, and then I saw you here getting your ass kicked, so I thought I'd save you.
well, many thanks. Yes, we were definitely getting our asses kicked. Do you think there's more of these things inside? This is what... They're all dead? The whole city? Surely not.
We haven't heard anything from the city in years. We were just sent to see if there was anything left, and, well, upon seeing that, I really don't want to go in.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I think you can pretty much call it done and head back. You come from, you said Gordek.
Right, I'm
Oh,
from Gordek, I'm from the Silver Face.
fantastic. The what?
The Silver
Wait.
Face.
We spent how many hours tearing down this rubble in the freezing cold in the middle of the night? We're not even going to see what's inside?
Well,
Oh,
And we
Could
almost
be.
died to crazy shit.
could be a whole entire city of undead, Valken.
yeah, it's probably
Oh.
more crazy shit.
Hold on. Let me offer you a deal. You can come stay in Gordek. We'll help you patch your wounds, and if you're crazy enough to come back, then that's your business.
From Gordek.
Right. Durgesh of the Silver Face.
What does silver face mean?
He looks at you like the Silver Face. I mean, he pulls out a gold
It's a face.
coin. And you know it's a gold coin, but it's different regional currency here. There's no reason they would have the same gold coins that the Empire used to have up here. And you see in the gold coin there's sort of a separate sort of silver face on the inside of it that is depicting sort of like a woman's face of some sort. Silver face, coin maiden. Not
Makes
familiar,
sense. Hey,
Look,
do
we're
you
clearly
know,
not from around here.
obviously.
You know a man, orc, Zarlug.
The Tusk, of course I know who he is.
Yeah, he's a friend of mine.
Oh,
actually.
the Tusk.
Friend of yours.
Yeah,
we
we
were
met
actually,
playing a card game.
yeah,
some
headed to
time
see
back.
him.
Oh, well, I'd be more than happy to escort you the way back.
Oh, great.
Yeah, sounds fine. Mind if we rest?
I would advise not resting here.
Sure.
Do we plug cavern back up?
Uh,
Oh, okay.
He
That'd be
looks, and the
like
reason why it took
another
so
8
long is
hours.
this large rubble that you were pulling out of this thing. Is why it took so long.
be like 8 hours of moving this stuff back.
Yeah, I'm not moving it back. We're leaving.
You're not gonna convince Malkin to do that. Not right now.
Okay.
Well, wherever we can find a safe place to camp. I need a fire.
Would be a smart idea. It's quite cold. It'll probably take a day and a half to get back to Gordek, so we can camp lakeside. So
That's not bad. All right. We're at your
And-
disposal.
sure. And they'll
Tell
lead
us
you
what
a
you
little
need us to do.
to the southeast, to where the lake goes into the river that washes into the Immerlon. And you can find a place to camp, build a fire. They build quite a generous fire for the much needed warmth that they would want for this sort of cold region. But the night goes pretty well. The rest of the night, anyway, it goes pretty well, uneventful.
I am going to on a tune from the, I can find it, the Ring of Protection,
Mm-hmm.
and instead attune to the Boots of Winterlands. That's the right ones, right?
Mhm.
I assume I can do that overnight.
Yes, you can. You most certainly can.
Yeah, okay, so that's what I'll do.
Alrighty. Yeah. Anything you all would like to do or discuss before you get into the area of Gordek?
Nope.
As you're sort of traveling, Durgash explains to you, this is Lake Ragesh, named after the first chieftain we had in Gordek that created Gordek, up there. And you sort of get closer and you see that there's a large sort of cliffside, and you see large spires of a sprawling city atop this plateau, and there's a large waterfall that comes off the side of it, large enough to not be frozen over. And he points out the Mulder Wash comes out of the Mulder Mountains down here, washes into the lake, and then down into the Immerlon River. And as he takes you closer, about this day and a half trip, you get to the edge of the lake here, and you see that it is hustling and bustling. There's barges, rafts, people fishing things out of said lake, whether it's fish or perhaps pearls, as you've noted. They black pearls are something that can be pulled out of here, as Zarluk had boasted to you on the card game, is how he made his wealth. And you make your way towards the waterfall, and on the far side of it there is a sort of lift system, and Durgash takes you up the lifts, and it's quite a ride, as this cliff face is 100 feet up, maybe more, as it's sort of the plateau that leads off into the into Mount Muldur here. And when you get to the top of the lift, you can see that the architecture here is vastly different than what you are used to in any of the other cities that you visited. Whereas they were sort of, think like if it was Empire related, they were more like Roman Empire, marble, those sort of things, columns. The Arcanist assemblage are more sort of that Gothic type architecture. This is very much different. Think Eastern European, medieval, and Renaissance type architecture. And as you are here, you see that buildings have many different domes, like onion domes, as there are various different colored with various minerals. Some buildings have 5, 6, 7 of these domes all over it. And you can see that in this region, they have built up almost as much as they have built out, as this sort of plateau here is really the only sort of tenable land to hold this city. Any farther north would be sort of a death wish if you were going to settle there. But you go into the city proper, and you note that there are hustling and bustling of people of all types. You see a few humans in this area, but you also happen to see orcs, half-orcs, bugbears, goblins, hobgoblins. There are tabaxis with gray and white fur, and then the occasional Goliath among them as well, and then some tieflings here and there. But this is very much a very diverse cityscape here, and there are shops of various kinds of meats and food, and there are just not as quite a large city as Falshir, Icegarth, or Emberholm, but it has definitely taken a lot of work to make a city this far north be as sustainable as it is, and quite a marvel of achievement for civilization, that's for sure. And Durgash says, do you know if Zarlug is expecting you, or should we let him know? Or
I've not given him an advance notice, and I didn't really know how to reach him, so. But I'm sure if you mention that Brad Pitt is here, he'll know.
I thought you were a Valken.
It's Valken's an alias I use when traveling.
Oh, that makes sense. Brad Pitt. All right, I will let him know. And he's like, I'll make sure everything's all right. Feel free to take a look around. I'll be back.
Could you maybe point us in the direction of a place where we can get food and shelter, maybe?
Oh, yeah, of course. One moment, please. You can come in. We're here at what they call the cliffs. Outside of the sort of walls where the city is expanded, it's called the Spill. Zarlug is in Old Town, but maybe in the car, if you could find some food or some things of the sort on the eastern part. So he leads you in large sort of walled structure with battlements along the side of it. The cliffs seems to be where most of like the military might be, as it's an excellent vantage point to see if anyone's coming from any direction other than the north or the east. But you also notice that there is a separate sort of walled structure within the walled structure, like a citadel of sorts, and it's just a large sort of a singular tower that has walls on the outside of it. And they lead you in, and he lets you know that he'll be back as he heads into Old Town. And you see you're in this area that he called the Carve. A lot of just buildings. There are animals, like farm area, like, you know, think of like farm to table, like butcher to table in this area. And you pass by quite a few sort of strange plots here. You see a sort of older goblin woman that starts to try and flag you all down. Hello, yes, come here. Come.
Hello?
Talking to us, or?
Yes, I'm talking to you.
Greetings, ma'am. How may we be of assistance?
How may I be of assistance to you?
Oh, well, how may you be?
I am Shaxas, and sort of bows.
She an orc?
She is a goblin.
Goblin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I can do many wonderful things, but only for things that I need. What is it that you need?
What do we?
She points to like a pin, and you notice that this pin, as you get closer to it, just reeks, smells awful. And you see as she points over, there are separate pins, one of which are small, like chicken-like creatures, but definitely not chickens at all.
What?
You also see in another pin there are sort of grazing in the area here. It looks like some sort of like beast of burden, maybe. Let me try and get a better description of what you're looking at here. It looks like, for the players, like a amalgamation of a buffalo, a dinosaur, and a warthog and a hippopotamus all put together. It's sort of got a like shaggy, like mottled brown fur, large tusks coming out from its head, cloven hoofs, and then a long tail with a large bludgeoning like bone implement on the end of it. And then you see in another pin, besides them, are things that sort of look like wolves, but quite different. They're large. They sort of have a large hunched back and then rows and rows of sharp teeth. You all are more than welcome to make any sort of nature rolls if you'd like to discern what these creatures are.
Falcon's just like,
Wrong got it too.
it's way too vagrant from, not vagrant, fragrant for me.
Got a 14.
What'd Ron get?
3.
A 3. This
I'm
is
sorry,
weird
13.
shit. Bryn, you would know that the little chicken-like creatures are cockatrices.
Are they
Not
good
chickens. You know that you don't think that they're good for eating necessarily, but they're sort of infamous that they can turn flesh into stone.
I do have a bunch of cockatrices. Aren't that dangerous?
You know that the wolf-like creature is a warg.
Is that a warg?
The other thing, you got no fucking idea.
What the fuck even is that other thing? What are you trading here? We don't
well,
need any of these things.
of course I do.
No, we
Have
don't.
my cockatrice, wargs, catobleepus.
Kettle bleepus?
Catobleepus.
Kettle
Yes.
bleepus. Okay.
Catobleepus.
Well, we are not interested in any of these things.
Wait.
So we'll.
Wait!
Oh,
Wait! I can do things other people cannot.
Like show
Such
us
as?
to the tavern and inn.
And change your appearance forever.
Forever, no.
Give you abilities. Yes.
Kind of abilities.
Can I inside check?
Sure.
Are we being like hustled or something?
100%.
I was gonna keep an eye out for like pickpockets or something.
Sure. Make a perception roll, Ron, and then you give me your insight, Valken.
18.
You don't see anyone particularly slinking around, like trying to, or that kind of has you marked or anything. And what was your talking?
The smell is so strong right now, it's throwing my senses off. It's only a 7.
I mean, this goblin woman is so excited to see you all and wants to do you a favor.
That's the aspect I'm worried about. Is there a reason why you want to help us so badly?
You're new here and you are potential customers. And I am proud of my craft.
So you're looking for...
I can make you grow claws or fangs, horns.
No.
Can make you breathe under the waters, swim
Ooh,
better.
that's nice.
And how do you go about doing this?
Could change how you look. Magic, sort of.
Magic
I use-
or potion?
No,
Sort
I
of?
use cockatrice. Turn you to stone. Then I shape stone. And then when you are no longer stone, you are changed.
Oh, duh. No, thank you. Thank
Hard pass.
from DM to player, so you know what's happening here. This person is offering you the spell Alter Self, one of those aspects, permanently.
Oh.
They haven't discussed price yet, but essentially, they could adapt to where you could breathe underwater and have a swim speed equal to your walking speed. They could change your appearance if you would like under the Alter Self umbrella, or they could give you natural weapons via claws, fangs, spines, horns, or anything else that you could think of. And it will allow your unarmed strikes to be bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing, depending on what you choose. And then your unarmed strikes become magic, and you have a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls with them.
Because we have to like change the way we physically are. I'm gonna pass. Bryn's not into that.
What is price for change?
What do you have?
We have gems.
Yeah, we have some gems.
Ron,
Yes.
Do have
you
her
probably
on.
shouldn't be so forthright about what we're carrying.
Oh, no one would surely harm friends of Zarlok.
I'm not talking about harming, but we could maybe be the target of thieves.
Oh,
I'm a thief.
Not talking
I
about
will
you,
do great
relax.
work.
whoa!
Yes, we
what
didn't
Ron
say.
means about gems is trash.
Don't take trash.
Yeah, these are the cheapest of the cheap.
You don't want to breathe underwater?
thanks for
That's
offer.
very good.
But we pass. Have a nice day.
Wait. Hey, what sort of gems do you have?
Like this one, fiery yellow one.
Looks at it, bites it to see if it's real. I could take gem, but this will change you forever. You will not be the same. Doing this, she'll take your gem, but if you get a transformation, you will lose 1 hit die. We'll have 1 less hit die forever.
Oh. Breathing underwater sounds good.
You swim fast. Yes.
He likes fish a lot.
Ron loves fish.
You swim fast
Just
enough
catch
to
them.
fish.
Yeah, catch them with your hands.
Yes.
No, thank you.
You don't swim?
Ron swim already.
Well, they have to have gills.
Yes.
Would they be on my neck or my torso?
Where do you want them?
Oh, interesting. Didn't realize was an option.
Are you going more for a Kevin Costner Waterworld vibe or like the deep vibe from The Boys?
I mean, that's what I'm debating. I'm not sure I want either of those vibes, but you know. Butt gills. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, thank you.
I keep gem.
No, Jim. We trade you
I will think about
honey cake.
it. Yeah, you want some free honey cake.
Drops the gem.
Yes, eat. Good.
Usually in
like-
this area, if we change mind.
Yes.
Good
I
to
live
know.
here.
We'll think about it.
There's like a stone hut that looks like a. You can tell that in some of these areas, like inside the walls, the buildings look much older. Like they had to retrofit and build up from things that already existed. It's sort of like a stone like hut that where they built into this like little plot. And it's weird because it's not like you're out in farmlands. Like this may have been this person's like piece of land for who knows how long, and it's just like building, shop, building, weird ass farm, building, shop, building, house. I'll be here if you change your mind.
What was
Easy,
her
quick process.
reaction when she bit into the honey cake?
And she just like gulped it. More interested in trying to get you all to deal with her.
But I get like horns like a bull.
Yes.
That one time I had those, it was pretty fun. But
Yes.
I don't think I want them all the time.
But this forever. Just
Yeah,
all
I'm not sure I'm into that.
Horns.
Eh,
Bull.
eh.
Okay, if we change mind, we come back.
Yeah, we'll think about it. We'll think about it. We got to sleep on it. A big decision, you know?
Shucks.
Shucks.
Okay, shucks.
Okay. It was very nice to meet you.
Very
Or
nice to meet
something.
you.
As we leave, Ron's gonna try to take note if anyone has these weird things that she
Yeah.
describes. If
Yeah,
anyone
how's
screw
your
up on her
business
offer.
doing in these parts?
I mean, make a perception roll.
12?
12. You're like, oh, horns, and you look, and it's a tiefling. You are looking for like just various indications. There's some, like, it's not gonna be like this process isn't gonna like kill you or anything like that. Your
are the
regular
limits?
run-of-the-mill person may not have the money or the need for it, but for like an adventurer or someone along those lines, probably more in their market. It's like if you're a shopkeeper or a farmer, like why the hell do you want to breathe underwater? That's a lot of money, and a potential loss of a hit die for a commoner. Probably not a great idea.
What are the limits on this? Like, could I potentially ask for like wings and have a fly speed?
Not wings. It would have to fit under the altar self spell.
Okay.
I'll link that to y'all real quick.
Okay.
So it's instead of an hour, it will be forever.
Okay.
So nothing like we got like cheetah legs so we could run faster.
No.
Okay.
So you wander around and you can find a place to eat if you would like while you're waiting for your friend to come back, Dragash.
Some hot stew.
Yep.
Something.
There's definitely things like soup, stew, foods that are cooked warm just for the climate up here. A lot of like seared like fish and the like. A lot of like seafood in this area from that large lake down below. So you can find like a sort of like a seafood gumbo.
Yes.
Yeah, Ron will have that.
And you can sort of go into like a tavern here, and there you can find, like mentioned earlier, bugbear, orcs, hobgoblins, some humans here and there, all just kind of sitting and eating. And for your food, it will cost you, but you're adventurers, you can afford it. If you were looking just for some food and some drink here, it might cost you a silver.
All right, that's fair.
Say, are there any folks in here looking like they're enjoying multiple drinks?
Sure.
I will order a large ale.
Mm-hmm.
And I will approach some folks that look like they're also kind of in a few cups.
Sure. You rustle up to a table there, and it looks like these are members of like the guard or the military. You see a hobgoblin wearing a nice like half plate armor, and you see a bugbear wearing like some leather armor with some short swords at their side, and then there's another orc who's got a sort of a large like maul and they're all drinking and having a good time.
Yeah, I walk up and then, yo, do you speak common?
And they sort of look at you. And they look to the hobgoblin, and he goes, "I speak some. I speak more."
Well, I'll try to keep this simple. You see, me and my companions are new to town.
Right.
And I'm just curious. What would you say to a bit of a game?
Depends on the kind of game.
Maybe we make bets on who can down the most ale.
Why would you do that and waste perfectly good ale?
Or consuming the ale. I don't think that's a waste.
I would think that your taste would be more discerning. It's meant
Why
to be
is that?
sipped. As he takes it and just sips it and like sort of savors it in his mouth.
Is this ale like
Yeah,
top shelf ale? Is that even a thing?
it's nice ale.
Okay. What drink would you suggest for a contest like that?
I'm not one for contests, but if you're looking for someone to drink you under the table, and he points to the bugbear, Doog would be more than happy.
Doug!
He looks at you.
I'm
Doug.
interested in taking some of your coin. How about a
He
game?
holds his,
Drinking game. Hello?
and
Yes,
the hobgoblin starts to translate for him. Oh! And then nods to you.
Wait, the hobgoblin nods?
The bugbear. The hobgoblin's having to translate for you now.
Oh, okay.
As what he had explained is that the bugbear and the orc might know some common, but not fluent. As there's really no reason for them to know that here, because they are far away from any civilization where common is the accepted language or the main language.
I figured. Does he seem like he wants to make some bets on a...
Yeah, certainly.
Okay. I say I'll put down. You said these guys were like guards?
Mm-hmm.
If I was dang, I wish I was kind of like a thief, so I could get a better read on how much money these guys would have. What do you say? 5 gold to start, and whoever drinks the most wins.
And you see the hobgoblin kind of look and then say, translate to the bugbear. And their dialect sounds different than when Bryn was speaking Orcish. It's not Orcish. You think that they're speaking Goblin to each other. And the bugbear looks kind of taken aback. They talk about it, and then he finally agrees to it. 5 gold's kind of a tall order, considering
I don't
a
wanna-
skilled hireling person makes about 2 gold per day. So you're asking about like half a week's wages for them.
How about this then? I don't want to put anybody out. This is mostly for fun. So let's drop it down to 2 gold.
Hobgoblin translates over to Doog, and Doog looks upset, and you see him like throwing his hands out and yelling, and he goes, he says 5 gold. He doesn't want you to insult him, so.
Not trying to insult. I'm sorry. Shall we begin? I'll put the 5 gold on the table.
And then Doog just slams it down on the table. And if this is probably the first time that Valken has seen a bugbear, I
Probably.
assume, or a hobgoblin for that matter.
Yeah, this is all new.
So Doog is sort of covered in like an orangish sort of fur, and he's got like long pointed ears. He's got some sort of teeth, like fang-like teeth protruding from his mouth. You notice that his arms are extraordinarily long. He's got quite a reach on him. So if you wanted to get tangled in melee with him, it wouldn't probably be a good idea because it could hit you from further away than you could.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to avoid that.
For the hobgoblin, you notice that they sort of have more of like a bright orangish type of skin. He's got dark hair, like with long sort of mutton chop type sideburns that sort of fall down, and then he's got his hair pulled up into like a tight bun. Sort of flat noses for the both of them.
Yeah.
But what we'll do is if you want to have a drinking contest with a bugbear, I will have us roll some constitution saving throws.
Do I,
and what's that?
I'm kind of wanna. I don't know if my monk, what is it, purity of body, does that give me any kind of like advantage on these rolls?
You mean for like your like for poison and stuff?
Yeah, since I'm like immune, so it would take a lot of alcohol to.
Sure, I'll say that for in this case you can have advantage on your con saving throws.
Okay. Will do.
And then let's just do we'll do 3 of them, and then whoever has the highest 2 out of 3 will win. So the first one, Duke's off to a good start. He got an 18.
Just who rolls the highest?
We'll do best 2 out of 3.
Okay. Well, I also rolled an 18, but if it's a save? Oh, then that's a dirty 20 then.
Okay then, and then number 2. My God. Why can't I roll this high all the time when it's not drinking games? Duke rolled a natural 20.
Oh, wow. Okay.
For a 21 total.
Yeah, well, I got an 18 that time, so.
All right, last
You beat
roll is
me
gonna
there.
count for it. Dude got a 17.
Oh, yeah.
This guy's a beast.
Good rolls when we're having drinking games.
Good, but not good enough because I got 22.
Very nice. So you were both sort of slamming these drinks back and forth, and Duke thinks he's got you, and then gets a little arrogant on the last one as you out-drink him on the last one, narrowly sort of beating him as he thinks he's got it covered and is being a little lazy about it. And you win a 5 gold from Duke. And a little respect. He sort of nods over to you like, all right, elf.
I raise my glass to him. I take his 5, and then I flag the bartender and say I want to pay for a round for the whole table.
Yeah. You gain some respect from not only Duke, but the orc as well as the hobgoblin there.
It was fun, friends. Thank you for having a great time welcoming some new people here. You can call me Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt. You've met Duke, I'm Rook, and then this is Gove.
Nice to meet you all. That over there, the tall blue one, that's Ron. And the tall human, that's Bryn. And the small human, or the small one, is Vin.
I see. Well, all are welcome in Gordek. For those that can stand the weather.
Yep, it was a time getting here. So, we do odd jobs every now and then. If we were looking for work in this town, what would you recommend?
Depends on the sort of work you're looking for. Join the guard, pays well.
We are professional adventurers.
Well, caravans for trade go out. Caravan guards can be lucrative, although the Silverface has the rights of refusal for any caravans leaving the city, so they are de facto the guards for caravans.
Are there any maybe scholarly types in the city that do I don't know, treasure hunting some kind?
Not that I can think of treasure, perhaps. Occasionally, Tusk's folk will pull things out of the lake. And they have, of course, the rights to it. Anything they pull out of there, so they've made quite a bit of coin off of things there.
How does go to trade?
Well, for quite some time we were trading with the dwarves. They were quite lucrative trading partners, and the past few years have been a little tougher, as we're trying to, well, as far as I've heard, trying to build up trade enough to trade further south.
Oh, what is south of here?
Small village, Arrymore, Aramari. I heard that they're sort of the way here. I've heard of others further south, but most of what we've done with the dwarves, but that's helped us get ahead quite a bit.
What happened to the dwarves? We heard trade stopped years ago.
I wish I knew. We make things a lot easier around here. But
Well, a word of warning about Aramore. It is ruled by shrewd businessmen. So
all kind of
wouldn't
people.
yeah, if you like paying way more than you have to.
You don't know the Tusk very well, then.
I'll give you that.
Well, thank you for the drinks. We'll be finishing ours and then heading back. Appreciate meeting you all.
Likewise.
They go back to their drinks and their conversations, and about that time you see Durgash outside sort of looking to see where he left you all.
We'll approach him.
Oh, apologies, didn't know which sort of place you'd gone into or where you were. Zarlug is very pleased to see Mr. Pitt, and he will grant you an audience right away.
Oh,
That's great.
Great news.
If you will follow me, I can take you straight to him.
Very good.
All right. And you make your way through the city, out of what they called the Carve, and into Old Town. You get a better look at this sort of tower that has the walls around it, and it just sort of pierces into the sky, made of some very old-looking stones. But you go past that into a larger building with more of these onion domes, and this is the one that has like 7. One large one, every small sort of tower has these onion domes on either side, and they're made of what appears to be like a marble with maybe some sort of black slate or obsidian making swirls, other precious metals that are creating these various colors as they're sort of swirling about. And he leads you right in to this large sort of building. And you go inside and you find like a large waiting area in here. And Durgash says, "They're here for the Tusk." And you see an orc or a half-orc woman say, "Very well, please, this way." And leads you up to a flight of stairs. And you go up about 3 or 4 flights. And in this floor, there's just sort of a doorway, a double doorway. And she opens them and then says, "Right this way, he'll be expecting you."
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And she closes the door behind you, sort of bows, and then leaves you all to your business. And then you see behind, and think of like the most like if you had fuck you money, the most ostentatious office and desk that you could possibly imagine. This room, his office is 50 feet long, 30 feet wide, marble floor. You've got pillars going on either sides of them, large windows. He's got plants inside. And this room is heated in some way, because if those windows were open, those plants would probably freeze over. His desk has inlays of gold inside of stone.
Are we talking are we talking like Palace of Versailles level of just decadence?
Yes. Decadence to the extreme, just because he can. Like when you walk in, there is no question that who this person is and what sort of wealth they have.
So the exact opposite of the Goblin Lady's workspace we were in just earlier.
Oh, yes. And you see from behind the desk, your old card buddy, Zarlug Tusk, sort of stands up. He's wearing a very nice tunic with some trousers and a large robe. Not like a night robe, but more like I have a fancy robe because I can, made of the finest silks and stuff like that. Yeah. He sort of stands up and goes, "Oh, Brad, I told you to come see me and you come see me. What can Zarlog do for you?"
Well, you spoke so highly of this place from the table.
It is great, isn't it?
I'm impressed. Your sense of style is
immaculate.
Immaculate and unique, I believe.
Yes.
I think you got more going on here than even the Emperor down south.
Emperor thinks he's rich. Zarlog rich.
I can agree to that. You have to forgive me for being in this sort of shabby traveling attire. I like to keep a low profile on the road.
I wasn't going to say anything, but you could do better.
Well, you gotta keep a little air of mystery when you're traveling. Don't want to.
No, you don't.
I'm not as magnanimous as you are, so.
Obviously.
But
I mean, you should be. You win card game and have money.
That is very true.
That set me back, Brad. I won't forget this.
Well, hey, at least we have a new friendship to come from it, huh?
That is
Gotta
true.
be worth something. Not money, but
So what can Zarlog do for you? Welcome to Gordek, my home.
Thank you. I feel very welcome. These are my two bodyguards. 3 bodyguards, sorry.
I remember.
Yep.
Greetings.
Yes,
I'll sort
we
of do
were
like a bow.
Bathhouse together.
Yeah, we had very nice bath together.
Yeah.
I don't remember you, tall lady. I'm sorry.
I was keeping watch elsewhere. No worries at all.
Ah, you are hired help, I see.
Great help, as a matter of fact. I trust them immensely.
Trust no one, Brad. Maybe little, but that's it.
Fair enough.
And he points to you, and he's got rings on every finger.
Yeah?
Jewels, gold, platinum.
So, I hear you are the master of trade.
That is true.
Well, I have run across an item that I believe was found around these parts, and decided you might have more information on, I don't know, where it might have come from or who may have had it last. But do you mind if we make ourselves at home?
Please.
I will. I'm assuming he has like leather sofas and whatnot.
Yeah. I mean, the most expensive and finest of furniture, and it's covered in furs to make sure that you stay warm. Like this,
Yep.
Zarlug Tusk he's got the money for it.
Well, before I get into that matter, on our way here we noticed what was that? Braun.
Yes.
What was the name of the dwarven city?
Oh, the dwarven city is called Gol Maldur.
He sort of looks like a frown.
I was led to believe this was some dwarven kingdom, but it doesn't seem like there was anything there.
That is the problem. There used to be things there, and they used to make me a lot of money trading, but then they never show up. They break contract, and it makes Zarlug very angry. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Well,
I send people there to see what they're doing. I don't hear back from them. It's like bad relationship. Not how you do business.
It's a bad relationship when they're all dead, I suppose, yeah.
What do you mean they're dead?
Well, they're all dead.
that's not a known fact.
Hold on, Brad. Hired help, tall woman.
Yes,
What
it
do
is
you
called
mean?
Bryn. You could use my name.
Bryn. What do you mean all dead?
We stopped there on the way here because we thought stay there for night. Out come bunch of
Out of
undead things.
curiosity, of course.
Yeah, we just thought we'd stop by. A bunch of undead things came out, and we had to defend Brad here from all of the undeads.
It's true.
Yes. And
They handled them swiftly.
Durgash.
That said, we didn't actually enter the place, so we don't know for sure if anyone's alive in there or not.
Might as well be dead if they're still in there. That's all I'm saying.
It doesn't look good.
Hmm.
That's actually where we met your men. By the way. What was the
did
name
you-
again?
Oh, Durgash! Not
yes.
technically my men, they're part of the Silver Face, and they are to guard caravans. I just hire them to do a small job for me.
Either way, quite unfortunate. I was hoping to maybe meet some of the wealthy dwarven folk. Maybe introduce myself.
So, what do you want from me first? What does you want from Zarlag? Perhaps we could have some sort of arrangement or agreement.
Well, I find myself collecting artifacts, things of value from the past, and I came across a weapon that I was led to believe was fished out of the lake over there. But I have very limited information on it, and I was wondering if maybe somebody in your city, maybe a scholarly type, might be able to give me more information. If there's anybody who's an expert on this lake or the area around here.
I tell you what. I find someone that can tell you where your blade comes from if you help Zarlug. Zarlug sent shipment to dwarves. Dwarves never respond. Zarlug wants shipment back.
How long ago was this?
2 years!
You want me to find something from 2 years ago?
At least see if it's still there. Losing shipment, losing card game back to back, not good for Zarlug. Zarlug's fine, but could be better.
Is he fine? I want to do a insight. Dirty 20.
What is real quick, what does he think of Brad at this point? Does he assume I'm like a really rich guy that likes to go out and like put himself in danger or something? Is that why he's asking me?
You have like hired help of like a super strong woman. You've got this furball guy who is your guard. You come in wearing like road clothes. You have a sword. He thinks that you're like typical adventurer who just happens to be rich and is funding his adventures.
Okay.
You're like a fucking old dude who pays to go do like daring things and has hired help with you to him.
Yeah, like those dudes who pay like tens
Go on
of
safaris
thousands
or
to go
whatever?
hunting in Africa.
Yeah.
And don't do any of the work.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I find the prospect of delving into that dwarven city intriguing. What sort of terms are we talking here? If I was to find this shipment for you, I'm assuming you would want my help to bring it back.
Yes. You bring back Zarlug's shipment. Zarlug tells you about your blade, your sword.
I was gonna insight to see if he actually knows anything about it.
Go
for it.
Yeah. Is he assuming I'm talking about the sword on my hip? I just said a weapon, didn't I? Or,
Yeah, you just said a weapon. You didn't say a sword.
well,
It's a sword.
Ron evaporated.
Well, excuse me for speaking out of turn, Mr. Pitt, but I have a question. If we were to go in there and get all your goods, can we keep anything else we find that isn't claimed?
If you bring back all of Zarlug's shipment, you can have whatever you want. What was your insight?
Ron spaced out and was thinking, but
I was thinking to roll hard.
17.
17. He definitely knows something because his eyes caught Valken's sword and on his hip,
Okay.
wearing it.
So he knows something specific.
Well, Ron, Rin. We were interested in that place already, right?
Are you sure you want to go there, Mr. Pitt? It's full of undead.
I'm aware of the danger, but that's why I have you, right?
That is as it would seem.
You've proven yourselves to this point. I think I'm in good hands.
Right, your boss.
I'm always up for a little adventure, so if you have suitable knowledge on my item, then why not?
Perhaps you have a man you can send with us, someone who is more knowledgeable of area to help us get there and back quickly.
We've never been in there.
No, I mean just to the place. We had a guide to get here.
You came from place, yes?
We had a guide.
You know how to get to place. Very good.
But did you not trade with them in the past?
We met at neutral location.
Uh-huh.
I see. You want us to go in there, and that way, if there is some trouble or they're okay and they just don't want to give your things back, it's not like you just marched in there. These unknown weirdos from out of town marched in there.
Exactly. Plausible deniability.
Gotcha. I understand now. This is making more sense. Still feels like we're taking all of the risk and all we're getting is a little bit of factual tidbits about a historical artifact. I mean...
Hey, you come all the way to Gordek to ask Zarlug questions about weapon, and Zarlug will do that for little favor.
Little favor.
It must be very important to you, otherwise why you come all the way to Gordek?
And how will we know what is shipment to bring back?
I would leave shipment in large container, and it will have a picture of Tusk on side. I show you, one moment. And he sort of gets some papers, and you see a stamp like on some paperwork that is like of two tusks. Think of like a tusk coming out of like his mouth, essentially.
Okay, well what about if they've uncrated it and dispersed with it?
Then you find a shitload of black pearls.
Black pearls, got it. How much is a shitload exactly?
How much can you carry?
Oh, actually, with my magic, probably quite a bit.
There you go.
Okay.
How about this
As much
then?
as we can
Maybe,
carry.
do you have any beasts of burden and maybe a cart that we could use to transport?
I could arrange. I could
that would be-
arrange.
I think that would be helpful.
Very well. I will do this for you. I shall give you a wagon and catoblepas.
I'm putting myself at great risk
one of the
for you here.
bleepers? Fantastic.
What did Falcon say?
Said I'm putting myself at great risk for you here, my friend.
You are helping out your friend, and I will give you all the information that you want. You will not be disappointed, I promise.
I hope not.
All right, first we go to Magnus to clear a little expedition, and then where you can go.
Sure. And this seems like a place you're proud of. Perhaps a tour of this fine place.
Oh, yes, actually, I am very into the architecture, and I am quite fascinated by the indoor structures of these domes.
He's working to pay for school.
Oh, yes. Yes. Student.
He'll give you a
Myself
tour.
bit of a philanthropist, so
Very generous, very kind, very supportive of my studies, yes.
Do not be too loose with your money, Brad.
no, I have plenty of it.
Of course you do. Some of it's mine now.
Well, lead the way.
He'll give you a tour, and it's just like a palace. It's like rooms that there's just places to sit, like office places. He has a staff.
Picturing
he's
like
just-
very Russian vibes, like
Yeah,
Russian palace. Okay.
yeah, like Eastern, like definitely Eastern European medieval
Very
Renaissance
cool.
type area.
It's got like random taxidermied creatures in places.
Yeah.
I'm
but
guessing
he also
everything's
mentioned,
inlaid with something precious too.
and he mentioned offhand that he had to get it cleared by Magnus.
Yeah, do we know that name?
So he gives you a tour. He's like, all right, now we go. It's a small, very small thing.
And this gentleman is who exactly?
Magnus, he runs Gordek. He is chieftain of Gordek.
Okay. I just assumed that
Plot thickens.
maybe you run the place.
He sounds like does run the place, but he doesn't run the place. You know what that means?
Makes sense.
All right, we go. And he leads you out into Old Town, and as he leaves and walks out, there are carts, like a wagon waiting for you all, being pulled by wargs, as he's not going to walk across this place. So he gets in and beckons you all in sort of a closed like wagon carriage situation, and you go maybe 5 blocks down the road. And you get towards that walled in area with the large tower. It's like, all right, we are here. Let me do the talking, all right? Speak only when spoken to. It'll be fine. Welcome to Ice Watch.
Any mannerisms? Do we need to bow?
No,
Special
just do what I
greeting.
do.
Okay.
And as you sort of walk in this walled structure, you can see that this tower, it almost has just like, you weren't sure if it was like a precious stone, but it has a sheen of like ice on the side of the stone here. And you make your way in, and you notice that the ceiling is vaulted 25, 30 feet tall. And as you walk in, you see people coming in and out, attendants writing things, talking amongst themselves. And you see on the far end is a large, you don't know if it's just a chair, if it's a throne. It is gigantic, and they're seated, sort of leaning back to one side, idly listening to an attendant or a servant or an advisor, is a frost giant.
Oh.
And you are being introduced to the frost giant known as Magnus Helmgrim. And at his side is a blue, ranging from light to dark blue, reptilian, amphibian type creature at his side. And you can see that sort of has a narrow head, 3 pairs of legs, a long tail, and sort of a smashed snout with rows of large teeth.
Huh.
You can make a nature roll if you'd like to see what this is.
Yeah.
Oh, big no.
Dirty 20.
17.
This is a frost salamander.
Ooh.
Very dangerous elemental creatures, but on rare occasions, frost giants will tame these creatures to be their pets,
Puppies?
companions, essentially.
So this guy's strong.
He's a frost giant.
Oh.
You do the math.
Yeah.
You
we
can
fight
see as he's
frost-
seated there, his skin is a pale blue, and his hair is stark white, and a long, stark white braided beard.
Cool.
And as you approach to speak to Magnus Helmgrim, that is where we will end our episode this evening.
Cool.
Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much
Thank
for those
you.
of you that came over from the raid. Much appreciated. Those of you that follow us, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you would like to check out our socials, we also have YouTube with extra cool little videos. You can also check out our website, castersandcantrips.com, which has links to our Patreon, our YouTube, all our TikTok, all our short form videos and such, as well as our merch. So definitely go check that out. We also have podcasts as well. So thank you all so much for watching. We'll get into some shout outs so these wonderful creators can tell you what their life is about. All of it. First up, Moves Like Jagger from GG and Crew.
I'm gonna do what Vin does. Or Mac does. I'm Moobs from the GGN crew. I also work at Obsidian Entertainment, and we play video games and stuff. We got dudes. Also tomorrow night, 9 p.m. to midnight Pacific time, I'm gonna be raising money for Extra Life and playing some Chivalry 2. So you should head on over to this way. Yeah, this way. No, this way. Yeah, those guys. These things. Hi.
Those things in the chat. Also, up next is going to be Virtual Spectre.
Yeah, that's me. Hi. You can call me Virtual Spectre or just VS. I stream here on Twitch as well, and just finished Ghostwire Tokyo, and I'm starting Yakuza 0. I've never played any of the Yakuza games before, but it's already a trip, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you're interested in that, check out my channel, follow, and do all that cool stuff.
Last but not least, Bunny Dreadful.
Hi, I'm an art streamer, and I'm actually streaming to this channel right here. I do all of the character art and the overlay art for this channel. Did some of the art that's now on our Patreon. If you want to see some more stuff, you can access it if you become a patron. And we'll be working on some more character art on Tuesday. We did a raffle. We did a giveaway. And so I'm going to be drawing a viewer's character on Tuesday. So if you want to see that, see a character created from nothing and made into a full finished piece of art, come hang out. See you Tuesday.
All right. I'm Max. This is Caches and Cantrips. One important thing, though, is with our Patreon, if you are the platinum level subscriber, you get to make an NPC that will appear in my world. And you all had met Durgash, who was Amaro's NPC.
I know,
and you
because
also, yeah,
I did that art.
you drew that art. Yeah,
that was a giveaway art. I think I don't remember. I just remember that was art that I did for Amaro.
Can I ask what type of monkey he is?
He's I don't remember now. It's in my notes somewhere.
This card thing was cool.
Yeah.
And then also Shiaxis was Village Idiot. Was her an NPC idea from her as it's another one that she had gotten. And what we'll do now is we'll make a quick poll that I forgot to do.
Yeah, chat wants us to have inspiration. They know we need it. They know we'll die without it.
How this poll works at the end of each episode is we'll have a few minutes and you can vote on who the MVP was. And then whoever gets the top vote will earn an inspiration for the next adventure, which is going to be next week, next Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. So thank you all so much for supporting us, for following us, for watching. We also stream right to YouTube as well. We're working on getting our subscriber count and our watch hours up to get monetized over there. So if you have some time, go check out YouTube. We have the live streams as well as some really funny shorts. And we're also doing an after the show episode now that's only YouTube recordings called Out of Combat. I will say the first one we did was fantastic. So you should go check that one out for sure. But definitely check out what we have to offer. And I will say thank you all so much for watching. I know I put some time on the clock, probably a little too much for the poll, but I'm just going to make the executive DM decision and say that it's over now. And Valken, you gain the inspiration. Probably because Valken Jump was used today and you jumped on a creature. And as you do, every time that you leap onto a creature, you end up killing it. So there you go, bud. But anyway, we'll be back on Tuesday. It'll be 7 p.m. for another art stream from Bunny Dreadful. And then after that, we'll be back next Friday for the next live stream. So come check us out here on YouTube and everywhere else you can find Caches and Cantrips. And we will see you all next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Yeah.